EFT goes to some lengths to avoid reactions, out of control emotion. Now, near the beginning, you said feel it as much as you can.
Yeah.
Do not worry about.
Of course not.
No.
Of course not. Matter of fact, when they come to see me, I'm going to make it where it'll almost explode before I get rid of it.
Right.
And the reason is because it's a trance. The problem is if you keep your problems far away, you're going to be working on that sucker for a long time. So, again, I have skills to pull people out when it gets too big. And I teach how to get out. If they have a big-time abreaction, I know how to handle it. And I teach the skills. How do you handle when somebody's so big? And then all of a sudden it goes. The deal is, there's some key words and processes that I'm using that tells the unconscious, this is how we're going to do it, hold on for the ride, make the changes for us. And we go in, bam, 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 bam. But see, again, I teach how to handle it. Again, my belief system and the practitioner's belief system is what you need to have, and that's mine. What is my belief system? I'll tell you, just in case. First of all, your problems are made up. They're not a bit of it is true. It's all a big fat lie. What makes it seem true is you produce feelings. And internally, you're doing something right, so I'm going to show you how to get rid of it, quickly, as fast as I possibly can. But if you believe it's real, and you're going to have to deal with grief and loss and the rejections and depressions for the rest of your life, and then you're working with a client and you're feeling just as shitty as they are, that's not good. Albert Ellis, he says, pardon me, while I eat my bologna sandwiches, it keeps my ulcers down while I listen to your crap. Okay, so Albert Ellis, he created, what is it, REBT, Rational Emotive Behavioral Therapy. Because see, if you don't believe it's true, when somebody comes up with George or Greg, which one is it? Greg. When Greg came up here and he started getting in, I get excited when it's the big stuff. Oh, good. Yes, we're going to get rid of it. Oh, you don't have any big abuse. Oh, shoot. No traumas, no rapes, no nothing. Just a boring, everyday, rejected, abandoned life. Okay, we'll clean that up too. Because I'm an expert in knowing how to get in and make big changes quickly. And I see the structure, I teach the structure. And that's why if you don't have skills and you have a different belief, then you can't jump into it because you don't understand how. And that's the reason why I teach the mind of the healer. That's why I teach the structure, what it is, why we have problems. Now you know why we have problems. It's not a disruption in the energy system. It's an emotional creation based on your internal references, and you're doing something correctly to make it true. We just changed your truth, the lie. That's no longer real. That's why. There's a big difference. Not that it's bad, because you can do both. Because some clients you can't amplify them times 100. So then I have other techniques, because some people are really emotionally right on the edge. They could blow up right there in front of you. And so you just have to, you determine the person, you understand what's going on, and you know how to clean it up. So, go ahead.
With coming back to the abreactions, and what you were just saying there makes perfect sense. But I remember once you advised against what Steve Wells does, of the sort of continual tapping while you're giving a client a session, while they're just talking, which I would have thought was not actually avoiding the problem, but just sort of as it's coming up, letting it go. Why is that?
Well, see, the reason is that if you tap on it, I do both.
Okay.
But so what I do is the deal is the quick tap. Now, I hadn't showed you what that is. We'll come back, I'll show you. The quick tap does all the deep work quickly. And we want to amplify it, feel it for the last time, notice what's there, and then we change it. But see, the deal is, the problem is trances go this fast. That means you go in a trance, you jump out of it. You can't even though that one, because that memory, that emotional trance is gone. And you can't even sometimes go back to it because they shifted so fast. So what we're doing is we're hitting emotional states and trances so we can change it quickly as possibly can. Now, you can do the parts and pieces, and I do, depending on the individual, how emotionally tense. I know Greg is a very strong, highly intelligent, strong man, and, he did a great job.